What's up, my friends, countrymen, compatriots, compadres, amigos? How are you guys doing today? I hope you're all having a fantastic day, and thanks for stopping in to talk about some movies with me for a little bit. Today, we're going to be talking about a movie from 2024, directed by Michael Sarnoski, called A Quiet Place, Day One. Now, Mr. Sarnoski has directed another film that I'm a fan of called Pig, starring Nicolas Cage. It's about a chef and truffles and all that kind of stuff. But he directed that. I really enjoyed it, but I think that this is a step up for him. And by a step up, I mean he's finally getting into making major studio motion pictures. So he is, very talented. I look forward to seeing more of his work, and this is no exception. This is an excellent film. I enjoyed it. So if you guys know anything about A Quiet Place, it's about monsters that hunt you by sound. They hunt you down, they get you by sound, right? And those are excellent films. I own the first two. They're awesome. Excuse me, I got the yawns. That's not cool. So, this takes place, Quiet Place. This is like the prequel to the first two films, right? And it takes place in New York. And New York is one of the loudest countries one of the loudest cities in the country. And it is, from what they say at the beginning of the movie, it is a constant 90 decibels, which is the sound of like a constant scream, right? Really bad place for these creatures to come falling out of the sky. So, this stars Lupita Nyong'o and Quinn. I can't remember. His last name's Quinn. I can't remember his first name. He played Eddie in Stranger Things. He was awesome in that, and he's good in this. Not quite as good in this as he was in Stranger Things, but still good. And Lupita Nyong'o, she is always excellent. And we got Jimon Hansu in this, but he's not in it as much as I would like. He's one of my favorite actors, and he's in this maybe 5 minutes, and it kind of sucks. But he's good, and it's not that he doesn't have things to do. It's just he's not in it. You know what I mean? It's not like he gets killed off or anything like that. He's just not in it. He's a supporting character, and I was like, that's terrible for Jimon to be a supporting character. But whatever. Tomato, tomato. You know what I mean? So let's get into the meat and potatoes of what this movie is about. Basically, like I said, prequel, the monsters come down, and these people are trying to get to, everybody's trying to get to safety. Buildings have collapsed. It looks like 9/11, the streets after 9/11 when these things come down. Everybody's covered in ash and dust, and there's blood and people getting ripped out of buildings, and it's very hectic, very much mayhem, and I dug it. But then there's also parts where that Sarnoski is able to really build this tension, where the tension is palpable. You're like, you're clenching your fist, you're gritting your teeth, because you're like, I don't know what's about to happen, but that's crazy. I hope it doesn't scare me. And that's another thing I really like. This movie, even though there are some jump scares, I guess, if you want to call them that, this doesn't rely on those jump scares to be scary, to be intense or intimidating even, because Sarnoski is really able, like I said, to craft this atmosphere around a scene or around a plethora of scenes where you're genuinely on the edge of your seat, because he has built with the score, with the cinematography, everything. He's built this kind of intense situation that you find yourself in, along with these characters, and you're like, man, this is pretty wild. And the thing is, I don't want to tell you too much about the characters, but just know this. Pizza is a driving force in this. Just like it would be in anyone's life when being chased by things that are trying to kill you. Pizza is a driving force. Just like in Zombieland, when a Twinkie was a driving force, pizza is a driving force in this film. And you know what? If I was in Lupita's shoes and I was in her situation, her character situation, I think I'd probably want pizza too. If I knew that I was going to maybe get eaten by these things, I'd probably want some pizza too. So I can't falter for that. Overall, I think that this film was really good. It takes what we know from A Quiet Place and A Quiet Place 2, and it just expands on it. It tells us, hey, this is how we got to where we are in those two movies. And it does a really, really good job of establishing that I guess, foreword, if you want, that prologue to what we see in the first two films. So overall, this is an excellent addition to the series. It's an excellent addition, it's an excellent addition to these actors' filmographies. It's something that as a professional, you could look back on and say, man, that was some good work I did. So I think that overall, this is a really good movie. It's a good addition to the franchise. I hope they make maybe A Quiet Place Day 2. I'd watch it. I like these movies. So this is going to get 3.5 out of 5 stars, guys. It's also streaming on Paramount Plus for anyone who wants to check it out. I highly recommend you do. And that's it for A Quiet Place, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you like my reviews, please like and subscribe. And just thank you, guys. And I'm going to keep making them as long as you keep watching them, my friends. I'll see you soon. God bless you, and I love you.